Hey, YouTube family, it's Daughter of the Most High. Hope you had a good weekend. I did. I have something so important to share with you tonight, and I want to get right into that. So, I am holding my camera and the camera stand with my hand. That's why it's a little bit wiggly. But I've got it set in the position because I want to show you something on my computer screen. Sometimes I think I need to take a class so that I can stop doing this nonsense and actually just create a nice looking video. But I am not able to do that. And so I want to in the future because this is getting a little bit challenging to do. So, anyway, I have heard this story before from Bette Stevens, and she has an amazing walk with the Lord. She's been to hell a few times, and the Lord gave her this experience as well. I was going to say vision. It's not a vision. She actually went. She was taken out of her body. So, and the Lord took her to, and I won't say more about that because she wrote this out to Stan Johnson of Prophecy Club, and he shares it in his January 13th video, The Seven Thunders. Now, I've heard about the Seven Thunders before, but I wasn't sure what that was, and I haven't really researched it and read about it, so I actually have some more information about it now, today, after seeing this on the Prophecy Club. So, and Bette had sent me this link last week. Got a chance to watch it this weekend, and I want to share it with you. So I'm going to do my best to show you Stan Johnson reading Bette's, the letter that she sent to him about her experience being taken. I think it's under Antarctica. I'm not sure. It's a strange experience. The Lord brought her there. I'm going to let you go ahead and listen to it on the Prophecy Club. So I'm going to turn my phone and we're going to get that started, okay? And then we'll chat about it. I have to turn my phone, Miss Non-Techie.
Welcome to the Prophecy Club. I'm excited to bring you this topic today. As you recall, I memorized the book of Revelation, and if there's any one thing in the book of Revelation that nobody knows, it's this. And I believe we just got our answer. Now, if you're wanting some confirmation that we're in the last days, boy, this will really bring it. Our topic today is Seven Thunders Revealed. Now, those of you that are familiar with Revelation, your mouth probably just dropped open and say, really? For those of us that have memorized it, this is very, very exciting. Okay, so what are the seven thunders? Very good, very, very important. Revelation 10:1. I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud, rainbow on his head, and his face was as were the sun, and his feet as pillars of fire. Meaning, this is probably the angel Michael. This is probably the archangel. This is probably the most powerful angel. And what the rest of the chapter goes on to say is he's going to tell John that he's going to be one of the two witnesses, and he's going to prophesy again before many peoples, nations, tongues, and kings. That's the objective of the chapter. However, before we get there, this happens. He had in his little hand, he's had in his hand a little book open. He set his right foot upon the sea and his left foot upon the earth. And he cried with a loud voice, as when a lion roareth. And when he cried, here it is, seven thunders uttered their voices. Seven thunders utter their voices. So that is a voice that either comes from thunder or a voice that sounds like thunder. That's important to remember that with what we're about to show you. Seven thunders utter their voices. And when the seven thunders utter their voices, I was about to write, and I heard a voice from heaven saying to me, seal up those things which the seven thunders uttered, and write them not. Now, all of us prophecy students have been wanting to know, what are the seven thunders? And why is it he couldn't release them 2,000 years ago? Why couldn't we know what the seven thunders are? I think I'm about to tell you what they are. So this was released to Bette Stevens February the 5th, 2021. And I think it came to me at exactly the right time. Just arrived today. Matter of fact, I just finished editing it, which, by the way, it is mildly edited so it flows good for the program. but no important thing for change. She says, I was asleep and taken out of my body to this place underneath the earth. I saw computers. Then I felt a hand on my shoulder, and a voice close behind me said, watch and take note. It is much to your advantage to know the truth. Take a closer look. And
Okay, I'm just going to pause just for a second there because Stan kind of skips right to Betty's account of what happened very quickly. This is Betty saying, I was asleep and taken out of my body to this place underneath the earth, which is Antarctica. I saw computers, and then I felt a hand on my shoulder, and a voice close behind me said, watch and take note. It is much to your advantage. That is so important to know the truth. Take a closer look. So I just wanted to be clear that this portion is what Betty sent Stan about her experience, what the Lord brought her to, showed her, and told her to share with others. So I'm going to resume this now.
I'm going to agree. I'm so glad this lady was given this vision. I'm so glad that she paid attention and wrote it down accurately.
It wasn't a vision. She was taken there. She was taken there out of her body. And she says that right here, taken out of my body. So that's okay. It's just a mistake on Stan's part, but she wasn't a vision. She went there.
It is extremely important. She says, I could zoom in, and I've heard that from other people who have visions. They can see like to the east coast to the west coast, all standing in the middle. So we can zoom in and out when it's in a vision. I could zoom in and I saw a black box with many knobs and controls. The voice spoke again and said, it will be the commanding device for giants. He called them Nephilim. All right, now Revelation 6:1, back in that area, talks about the giants. But they pretty much been gone now for a long time, or have they? Let's go on. The lights turned on in the room, and men and women walked in wearing white coats. They appeared to be high-tech scientists, doctors, and their assistants. They looked void of emotion or feelings. I was made to know these people's DNA had been changed. Their bodies and thoughts were not their own. And of course, some people suspect that the anti-V changes people's DNA, and I'm one of them that does suspect that is what happens. But of course, I don't have proof of that. They kept their heads down, steady to the task, using hand speaking only. Now, we don't understand that, but it's probably some kind of a telepathy.
It's probably sign language. Stan.
Using hand speaking only when someone asked a question. I was being shown great advancement of the highest technology. Read that again. I was being shown great advancement of the highest technology. Now, where are they getting that technology? It's not from God. They're getting it from the demons, okay? It was phenomenal. The gadgets, the controls, how it was all set up. It was technology not known to man. Say it again. Technology not known to man. It is not coming. It is here. It is here now. It is not in the making. It's here now. I'm going to say that again. It is not coming. It is here. It is here now. It is not in the making. It's here now. Now, what does that say? Well, in general, it says we're for sure in the end times, but specific, I believe it also means that the tribulation is, right there. We're at the door. I saw cots and tables on wheels with bodies under covers that were wheeled across the room. Robots were escorted in and put on the tables. They were making robots, high advanced technology robots. I'll read that again. They were making robots. Let that sink in. They were making robots, high advanced technology robots. Now, not like Terminator, that would be ancient. Okay, this is probably, if it looks human, it probably is not mental. It is probably human that is controlled by them. Let's go on. Or image of the god, or or image of the beast, you see. They had no emotion. Their purpose was to do what we must do. We're going to get it done, and it's done very quickly. I might add, it came to me that the people had disappeared. Some people had been probably kidnapped. and kept under the ice in Antarctica. They can't leave. In other words, she was taken to Antarctica and shown the secret bases under Antarctica. They can't leave. They're exiled here, just like John when he went to Patmos. Except for John was taken there as Spirit of God, they were taken there by the devil. I saw men in white coats looking at the black box, turning knobs. I heard a shrill whistle. This would not be heard at all by regular human ears, but I heard it because I was in the Spirit. I saw a vision, like a TV screen similar to a computer screen. Now, look carefully. I saw giants appear on the screen. They looked human, okay? Not Terminator stuff, okay? They looked human, yet their stance, their fierceness, and their evil power radiated just from looking at the screen. It was not regular human power. This was beyond human. It was not regular human power. It was beyond human. It was beyond human reasonable expectations. I saw enough to know that they are perfecting giants down there in Antarctica. This will be revealed. This is coming to Earth. The black machine moved quite slowly. All of a sudden, the screen went black, and the Lord said, "You have been given this vision to share precisely as you have heard and seen it. You are to give this precisely with no big explanations, just as you were shown." In other words, don't add to this. Don't add, subtract, divide, multiply. Give this exactly. I was allowed to see it and was told more will be coming. He said, "Little do they know that all this means all people will reckon with me, the Lord, at judgment time. At judgment day, they'll all be reckoning." Well, that's what judgment day is. Now, before we go too far, let me go back and point something. So she was given this vision, told not to change, don't add to it at all, make certain that it's delivered accurately. Then Jesus says, everybody going to have to report to me. One day they'll have. Now, why is that in the same like paragraph? Because it's saying that this is going to be a part of the judgment. This is part of the tribulation. This is part of the last days, as in tribulation is coming. The Lord continued to say, "Please pay attention now. I show you the seven thunders." Would you like to know what the seven thunders are? Here it is. In that moment, I heard such crashing and bouts of thunderbolts, lightning all around and through the whole place. Massive crashing and thunder and lightning. I heard these words from the thunder and the lightning. It was a mixture of thunder and voices saying, "Release the giants upon the earth." Okay, did you get that? What she's saying is she was shown that they are about to release some human looking, probably human sounding, very close to it anyway, robots that do as they are told. That's straight out of Joel. We read that before. Remember where they don't fight each other. They march in their ranks. They run in the wall. They jump, leap on top of a building with a single bounce, run like a wind. It just, I don't know, I probably should have read that for you today too. But that's all part of it. All that is at Armageddon. Let's go on now. Then more lightning thunder continued. Then all became quiet. The vision ended, and the Lord said, "You are charged to give this revelation." I think that's pretty important. I don't ever recall in anybody that they are charged to give this revelation except Dimitri. The angel spoke to Dimitri who said, "Tell them as I told you. Don't try to hide anything. If you try to hide anything, I will punish you because America will burn." So sometimes God says, you deliver this accurately or you'll answer to me. And that's in so many words what he's saying. Now, would you like a confirmation?
Okay.